1763 Treaty of Paris ends French-Indian War, surrendering Canada to Britain. The Treaty of Paris, also known as the Treaty of 1763, was signed on the 10th of February 1763 by the kingdoms of Great Britain, France, and Spain, with Portugal in agreement, after Great Britain and Prussia's victory over France and Spain during the 7 Years' War. The signing of the treaty formally ended the conflict between France and Great Britain over control of North America, the 7 Years' War, known as the French and Indian War in the United States, and marked the beginning of an era of British dominance outside Europe. Great Britain and France each returned much of the territory that they had captured during the war, but Great Britain gained much of France's possessions in North America. Additionally, Great Britain agreed to protect Roman Catholicism in the New World. The treaty did not involve Prussia and Austria as they signed a separate agreement, the Treaty of Hubert-Augsburg, 5 days later. During the war, Great Britain had conquered the French colonies of Canada, Guadeloupe, St. Lucia, Martinique, Dominica, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Tobago, the French factories, trading posts, in India, the slave trading station at Garay, the Senegal River and its settlements, and the Spanish colonies of Manila, in the Philippines, and Havana, in Cuba. France had captured Minorca and British trading posts in Sumatra, while Spain had captured the border fortress of Almeida in Portugal and Colonia del Sacramento in South America. In the treaty, most of the territories were restored to their original owners, but Britain was allowed to keep considerable gains. France and Spain restored all their conquests to Britain and Portugal. Britain restored Manila and Havana to Spain, and Guadeloupe, Martinique, St. Lucia, Garay, and the Indian factories to France. In return, France recognized the sovereignty of Britain over Canada, Dominica, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Tobago. France also ceded the eastern half of French Louisiana to Britain, that is, the area from the Mississippi River to the Appalachian Mountains. France had already secretly given Louisiana to Spain in the Treaty of Fontainebleau, 1762, but Spain did not take possession until 1769. Spain ceded East Florida to Britain. France lost all of its territory in mainland North America except for the territory of Louisiana west of the Mississippi River. France retained fishing rights off Newfoundland and the two small islands of Saint Pierre and Miquelon, where its fishermen could dry their catch. In turn, France gained the return of its sugar colony, Guadeloupe, which is considered more valuable than Canada. The Treaty of Paris is frequently noted as France giving Louisiana to Spain. However, the agreement to transfer had occurred with the Treaty of Fontainebleau, 1762, but it was not publicly announced until 1764. The Treaty of Paris gave Britain the east side of the Mississippi, including Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which was to be part of the British territory of West Florida. New Orleans, on the east side, remained in French hands, albeit temporarily. The Mississippi River corridor in what is now Louisiana was later reunited following the Louisiana Purchase in 1803 and the Adams-Onès Treaty in 1819.